little bit about the special teams game this week. Also, same strategy, more or less.
Most likely, we are going to try to kick the ball out of bounds, and you know, thinking about we do have a particular kid. We're going to kick it on.
Yeah.
At least
right.
We have one guy that we are going to try to kick it to. We just feel like that could, you know, lead to some turnovers and the space, so we might do that a little bit. But we will probably kick it out of bounds. The punt, we've worked on it. They're going to probably bring two off of one side. We've been trying to work on that a lot this week just to make sure we're prepared. But other than that, I mean, everything's pretty much the same.
Okay. And let's see, what about defensively? What's Coach Powers been working on this week, and who's the main guy that he's kind of, I guess we're putting a lot of focus on?
Well, they got two kids that are very talented. Number 7, Logan Smith, is a senior. He's a fullback. He's a little undersized, but he's a physical kid, and he runs pretty hard straight ahead. Number 12, Justin Moffitt, he is fast. He beat Wiley Brown in the hurdles, so he is outstanding. Has outstanding speed. They like to throw the wheel to him, and they're going to do some cross bucks with these guys, and we're going to have to stay at home and make sure we're ready to hit them in the mouth when they come through. And
do they have much of a passing game? They're strictly kind of a run team and a defensive orientation?
They're going to try to throw it probably 50-50, okay. But I think they're probably a little bit better throwing team than running, even though they like to try to run it. But I think our line is a little stronger than theirs.
Okay. And let's talk a little bit now about the district. How's the district shaping up? And Tensas and some of the other people we've got an eye on. Where are we at, and where are the other folks at right now?
Well, I think that the top two teams right now are pretty clear cut. I think us and Tensas are right there. If Tensas wins against Franklin and we win against Rebul, it's pretty much on like Donkey Kong next week at home. But I'll tell you what, we got to win this game first, and they got to beat Franklin.
Right.
And then Park Place and this Christian Collegiate, who we beat last week, are teams that are kind of sneaking up in there a little bit. So that seems to be the teams, but really at this point, I think us and Tensas control our own destiny.
And what about Rebul? Have they lost a key game so far?
They actually did. They got upset last week by Park Place, which is a team that's 1-5, but by Park Place beating them, their record is pretty good in district. So that's who we play for homecoming. But so we're going to have to see.
So Rebul hasn't played Tensas either.
Rebul has not played Tensas. They beat Mount Salus twice, which has not won a game.
Right.
And then their losses are the Collegiate Christian, who we beat last week, and then they lost to this Park Place. So
Collegiate Christian, that we beat, is defeated. He's beat.
That's correct.
Rebul. Okay. So that's good, but there again, we're on the road. Collegiate Christian had a heck of a road trip last week, so I don't know how much that affected them, but I do know that they were a better team in the final score. And like you said, 5 minutes into the second quarter, showed
it was 22-22.
Yeah. Well, Coach, do you have anything you want to add about kind of where we're at, or the team, or the game, or anything like that?
I think just that it's been such a fun year, and our crowds have been great. That was it was a great night to be a Rebul. And with all those people there, 2 games, 2 victories.
Right.
I know I say this a lot, but they thought the South was rising again with the cannon going off with that much scoring. But I hope we can pull out a win, and then hopefully next week, I hope there's a buzz around this town, because I tell you what, you got to earn it first, but next week could be something special.
That'd be great to have a home game against Tensas, like you said, to hopefully win the district, and then have I guess a home playoff game. It would be the deal, right?
That would be huge.
That'd be exciting, but one game at a time. And I'd like to encourage everyone that's able to make the trip to Rebul Academy. We really need some support this week. This game is really probably more important than next week.
Absolutely.
Without this win,
we don't go to the playoffs if we don't win this, probably.
We're in pretty bad shape. So, support the guys, and if you're not able to make the trip, just encourage the guys in town or wherever you see them, and tell them what a good job they've done, and how proud of the team and the program you are. So far, the kids have carried themselves real well. I'm real proud of this group of kids, and they seem to really be making some changes going into the season that I think are really positive. I see some people emerging as leaders now. I see some more physical play, and I see kind of a sense of urgency that maybe wasn't there the first week, or not to the extent it is now. So, pretty excited about this group. Folks, once again, I want to thank Lee and Anna Denny and the Lake Providence Country Club for hosting us here. And I want to thank Coach Durham, and congratulations on the season so far.
Thank you, Matt.
It's been a good season so far. And that's all we got this week, folks. We just ask you to tune in and support the Rebels, and we'll see you next week.